What's your thought?
Why should it be?
Why are you fighting? Why the violence?
You spend my money, I cannot spend yours. How? Why? Where? What? Who?
So you mean that you cannot take care of your wife with your money?
Anyway.
And God is laying it in your heart that the entire 12 million in the account, you should move it to project account for short. Before you do that kind of thing.
The wife said, "Oh, they crying, oh God, please."
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Glory, the comforter storyteller, and you're welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time on this channel, this is the first time you are seeing our faces, please do click the subscribe button and join the family. Yes, click it, like the video, share it with others. I'm sure that it's going to be a blessing to you. So yeah, welcome guys back to the channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. I'm back today. I'm here with my husband, and so you know what's going on. It's another episode of Honest Marriage Conversations. This is episode 2, and we're going to be talking about something very, very important. Welcome, Mr. What's your name, sir?
Mr. Bonakayede.
My name is Gloria Liz. Okay, so welcome to today's episode, and today we are going to be talking about money. Marriage and money, marriage and finance, marriage and money. If you have not seen the first video we made on these conversations, we talked about, I think, intimacy with God. Does marriage affect your intimacy with God? We shared our perspective, and then I'm sure that you are going to be blessed by that previous video. I'm going to link it up so you can check it, or you check the description box, it will be right there. So right into today's video. So there's this saying we used to talk about that my money, that mostly ladies that say it, that my money is my money, but the man's money is our money. Why are you shaking your head? What do you think about it? You can't be giving us. It's my money, my money. What's your thought?
Why should it be?
Why are you fighting? Why the violence?
You spend my money, I cannot spend yours. How? Why? Where? What? Who?
So you mean that you cannot take care of your wife with your money?
Anyways.
You better be careful so that your breakfast, lunch, and dinner can still be short. Don't say it, sir. Talk.
Actually, that's very true. I remember.
Okay, so you agree with the fact that the ladies.
Unfortunately.
He said unfortunately. It's fortunate that you are privileged to have somebody spending your money. What do you think? Please, viewers. Okay, but serious, more seriously now. What do you mean?
Let me be serious now. Actually, that's right, because it will be
Are you talking from experience?
Talking from experience and talking from what normally is obtainable. Okay. The Bible says that the man, God gave the woman to the man. God brought her unto him. So as he tends the garden, he attends to her too. Okay. So she's your responsibility. When you in marriage, your wife's money is your wife's money. Your money is the family money. You are the head of the family, so you are in charge of everything that happens. Now, that's why the woman is sent to help. The woman is sent to help where there are gaps and lapses in your financial
situation. Yeah, okay. So you believe that the man
to fill in the gap.
Okay. Fortunately, please, if you correct yourself. So he believes, my husband believes that the man should take care of the major finances. The woman is sent as a helper to help.
The man should take care of all finances. The woman is sent to help.
Brothers.
Yes. Now, he's to take care of all finances, so that we will not look at it as okay, I'm to take 70, I take 30. If you say major, to look like I'm taking 70, you're taking 30. I'm taking the 100 as a man. But I know that being a man, many times I cannot meet up to that my 100% standard. That's when you now come in
to help.
Okay. So you know as a man that you are in charge of the whole 100%. But you know that many times, because Nigerian, you know that.
And even for people in other countries, I just think that what you just said is like have this certain mindset that this family is my responsibility, right?
Your 100%.
Yes, this family is my financial responsibility. In this case, we talked about spiritual responsibility. So this is my family, both my children, my wife, as the case may be, if they have kids already, they are my responsibility. So I'm supposed to take care of them. Not necessarily. I don't think so. But then you're supposed to take care of those children, right? And the wife. So in any case, maybe there are, for instance, there are situations that come up. Yes, definitely. That's the reality we're going to talk about today, because people get into marriage with their jobs, they have savings, and then a lot of things happen. Sometimes the husband or the wife loses his or her job, and then the savings, a lot of things can happen. So the dynamics can change to the point that probably the wife is not even earning anything, or the husband for the time being is not earning anything. So at that point, they can know how to adjust the dynamic. But every man should have this mindset that marriage is a responsibility that they are supposed to take care of by themselves. Okay, so that's what you think about that word. For me, I don't think I believe that my money is my money.
Okay.
Pause. I don't think I believe that my money. I don't want to be an overly independent woman that doesn't get to enjoy the husband's money. Of course, I need to chop your money. So, but I don't want to be that kind of person. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like, just my perspective, we'll iron it out with scriptures. So I feel like my money, like we're in this together. Do you get? So I'm married to you. It's not like I don't know how to explain it, but then I don't believe that my money is my money and then your money is our money. I feel like my money is our money, your money is our money. It doesn't matter where if we have to do something, of course you might take the higher percentage, but it doesn't make me lesser responsible to the family too. Like, we are working together. Do you get? It is Glory marries Kayode, Kayode marries Glory. So it's not like one person. So we married ourselves. So I feel like, okay, while it's good as a man, like what you just said, to have that mindset of responsibility, I also think that you should find rest in the fact that your wife is not a pest. It's not like somebody that is coming to eat off you. Do you get? So I think for men, we spoke from their perspective. A Christian man should have the mindset that my home is my responsibility. Financially, I'm supposed to take care of them. And a woman should also have the responsibility that I'm not a burden to my husband.
I'll tell you why I said that. Because there are situations, I don't want to go beyond that. There are situations where you meet a family and this person is doing his own part. And he's now being affected by the fact that, okay, I'm not seeing this person do her own part. You may not be doing your part. Yeah, or let me put it this way, I may not be seeing you do your part. But that does not mean you are not doing
sacrifices.
Everybody's making sacrifices. So that I'm not, maybe that you're not giving as much as I'm giving, or that my sacrifice is weighing on me. It doesn't mean that I should now start making so much demands on you, like, what are you doing in the family? You know, there are some families where, okay, the man is trying to put things together and he's always challenging the wife. What are you even doing in the house?
Maybe the wife is just taking care of the home.
Maybe he's not even giving finance a hand. But this
she's
wife is contributing, doing other things that even the man may not see, because many times he's always off to work. Okay. So you don't place that challenge on that woman and say, okay, what are you doing in the house and all that. It threatens her place. So that's why I said the man should understand that. Although yes, in reality, it's
the dynamics can change.
It's not even possible for you to foot the whole
bills.
Most times it's not possible for you to foot the whole bills, because sometimes there could be one challenge or the other, or wife, I'm not around, can you just pay this on my behalf? Or it's not that the wife will not say, okay, I want to buy my 20 naira, and I have to wait for your husband to come back to give you 20 naira.
Of course, that's where the filling the gap
that's where filling the gap comes in. So
and even being able to stand and do things when, like we said, dynamics can change. People lose their jobs, people are financially down at some point.
I've heard of someone who was in a very lucrative job, and just as soon as he got married, he lost his job. It was why that was sitting with.
Now I heard of another situation where this man he didn't have a job at that point. The woman would get a monthly pay and give the husband just for honor. Yeah, people may have different views concerning that and all.
Yeah, because they stand there. That's why I said that it is important that every man have a mindset. First, ensure that the person you're getting married to is godly, is a child of God that is under the control of Christ. Because you cannot treat people bad because they are submitting to you. The fact that a woman is submitting to you in obedience to God is not. The Bible says that if you are treating your wife, remember that she's your body. So imagine how I will start slapping myself, or how I will start treating myself wrongly. So that's why it's very important for a man to have a mindset that is according to the word of God. And the man knows that this family, this union, this marriage is my responsibility. Whatever happens there is my responsibility. I will answer to God. You are the head. So you're answerable to God. You're accountable to God for whatever happens to both the wife and the children.
Now,
do you get?
And based on that headship, you can now say, okay, the woman's money is everybody's money, because okay, you are the head of, just as Christ is just as Christ is the head of
everything,
the head of everything. Christ owns what what the man owns.
Okay.
And then just as the man is the head of the wife, the man also
The man does not.
indirectly.
Yeah, I don't think it's ownership.
Okay,
I think it's partnership. For Christ, it's ownership.
Okay.
But I don't think for husband and wives, it's partnership.
Okay.
Maybe the right word is partnership, because Bible calls them heirs together.
Together, yeah,
Of God's grace, of the same promise. Yeah. So I think we've established that my money is your money to an extent.
Tell me
But,
about that.
but there are three major things that I want us to highlight that will help as we talk about this matter. The first thing is that every couple should understand when it comes to money. I think I mentioned earlier that we are in this together. Money is a very powerful force.
Very powerful.
Jesus said you cannot serve God and mammon. For God to bring it at par, it shows that the one thing that can draw your attention, even from your partner
On this side of the
or
galaxy.
from God, is money. Mammon is a very strong force. So the first thing that every family or every couple should understand is that we are in this together, right? Whatever you do concerning your money, whatever decision you make, and that's the next point I will mention, whatever decision you make is affecting me directly or indirectly. We've heard of couples that the husband is an addict to borrowing from all these loan apps. So before the woman comes home, she goes to work, she works, she also has something she does as a skill. Before she comes out, this man has borrowed money, not as though like he had so bad money habits, and we are going to talk about that. That's the last point in these 3 points. So understand that we are in this together. And the second thing is that know that whatever money decision you make affects me. Yes, if I decide now that because my husband's ATM is with me, I have his password, I go on a shopping spree, I understand how much we are earning together in the family, and then I just go on a shopping spree and I spend thinking that, oh, this is what I want to do, I want to have pleasure. We're still going to talk about that. I want to spend and everything. Whatever decision I make is going to affect the family. It's going to affect my husband, and if there are kids, it's going to affect us. So first, know that you're in this together. Money should not come in between you and your spouse. It can be a really strong point where people have issues, right? But you should know that both of us, we are in this together. Then secondly is that know that every action you take as a man, whether known to your wife or not, because some men go ahead to borrow, they spend money anyhow, and then it affects the wife, or sometimes it's the wife that spends anyhow and it affects the man. So know that both of you are in this together, and whatever decisions you make would affect each other. And I also think that before we go into our talking about what we think couples should do, new couples that just got married or couples should do, I also think that during courtship, money should be discussed.
Yeah.
Like, don't get married without trashing out the issue of finance, and that's where we're going now. When it comes to marriage and money, what are the things that we should highlight? You mentioned one of it, but I'm going to highlight it here. Do not complete your courtship without talking about money.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing is that, one, ensure that you are on the same page concerning spending, concerning savings, concerning investment, concerning priorities, concerning pleasures. Like we mentioned in our previous video, two people are coming from different backgrounds, and
you will have different understanding
of money.
How money is.
Some people, when you meet them, maybe you guys believe it's the will of God for you, she is the will of God for you,
this person,
and then you meet for the first time,
a strong saver,
the other person just feels like spender. Or another situation is that this person has this view about money. It feels like, let's not talk about money will affect our work with God. Money, let's focus. Do you get? So you need to be able to merge mindsets. You need to be able to polish one another to the point. Yes, if you exalt money above the place of God, it will surely affect, because you will begin to chase money. The Bible says that the love of money is the root. Yes, the root of the love of money is the root of
many people act like it is money itself.
That is the root of money. So money is a very important thing. So you need to be on the same page as regards mindset. What do you think when you are cutting abroad? What do you think about poverty? Is this something you like? Because no, you'll be surprised that some people have a mindset that living small. I know that people start small, but like Pastor asked us, I think last week, he said, how big is your small? Yes, you say, let's just start small. Some people are not made for suffering. Sorry to say. Some people are not appointed. You might suffer in other things, but I mean, some people are not appointed to struggle. They've been living a life that is not maybe rich, but at least they are okay. So you marry somebody's child, and then you have that mindset that we can suffer. Suffering is part of our price. So you guys need to, be on the same page as regards your mindset, because concerning money. Whereas there's another person that thinks, and both of them are children of God, maybe it's just their stage in their walk. Do you get me? Another person,
The background.
their background. Another person thinks that, oh, money is everything. I must chase the bag. I need to get this. I need to get that. I need to, So, and he has an outlook that is not scriptural towards money. So, you both need to sit down with scriptures and talk about what's your mindset. What do you think about investment? The man say, no, I believe that once we earn, we spend. I do not believe so much in investment. This world is not our own. I want to
spend the money to go.
We spend, so we need to do it. There are people, babe. There are people like that. We need to spend everything. So, what is your thought about investment? What are your priorities? You need to know what values.
At some point,
money values.
At some point, we had to put percentage on our.
I still remember during courtship.
Because that thing can cause issues. For instance, I'm earning an amount of money and I want to give you maybe, let's say 20%. And you're saying, so what do you even want to use the remaining 80% to do? This and this, as if all the money should go to you. So people, they just feel, you're a man now. What the only thing you do is go to work and come back, transport. And therefore, I should be having the 80% as a woman. You should be having the 20% as a man and all that. And then, so it might work for you. You just work out, okay, what's the percentage you should be helping each other with?
I think we're going to get there to have a budget, right?
Yes. So if you will do more than that later, that will be at your own discretion. But you know that you are obligated to contribute.
I think that should move us to the next one. The first one is that be on the same page, have the same mindset. Concerning savings, investments, spending, priorities, pleasures. There are some people that, let me round up that plan, there are some people that believe that Olandia, you got his pleasure, and Suya, like you like
take me out every week.
Not even where I'm even going. Yeah, take me out. Where I'm even going is the fact that some people don't give any room for pleasure. Like, we should be able to wake up and be like, shawarma that is doing, it's not like I'm indulging, like I'm indulging in it continually. But I do it when I'm single. I should not come into your house, and because of that, once in a while I'm both washing weight. I cannot wake up and say I want to eat shawarma. But joking aside, I mean there should be space for pleasures, like some things that you take yourself out. Yes, I know you can cook in the house, but I mean it's not every time you be sweating. It's like just go out. Thank you. So be on the same page, right? Be on the same be on the same money page. The second thing, like my husband mentioned, is have a budget. Have a workable budget. There are several what's it called? Financial sheets online that you can download that works for the family. If you are interested, my husband is an accountant. He makes a sheet. Yes, he makes a sheet for me every month. A financial sheet where you can analyze how you are spending. So have a budget. How much is for feeding this month, right? How much is for transportation? How much is the things that matter, the priorities. Then also give room for miscellaneous, right?
Yeah. I wanted to say that maintenance of the house and all that. So you have to give room for that.
Then the percentage also goes for savings. So have a workable budget. Find out the one that works for you.
Not everyone works for us.
Because our dynamics are different, right? So for some people, our own financial state is different from another person's financial state, right? So have a budget that works for you. You can highlight the things that are going to be happening every month that you're going to be working on every month, and then know the percentage. Sit down with your spouse and write out the percentage that works. That's the second thing. The third thing is to have somebody to handle the money. Okay. I think this one causes a lot of issues, right? Because you feel like because you feel like you are the head of the family. You sometimes the head of the family cannot head the money. Sorry, no. I don't mean to. It's just wisdom to know who handles it best. There are some men that they can spend before you call them. Hello, excuse me, sir. I need money. Say, okay, don't worry. Forward me your account number. I've sent against the family's budget. Of course, in the budget there will be space for miscellaneous, the people you can help. I think we wrote it down. Charity. There's a percentage for charity, people to help, people to just somebody calls you up and you are led to do so, loved ones and everything. So if you know that you are the kind that you are not so much of a saver, you are much of a spender, then let the other person. It doesn't make you less of a man if you are the man. That doesn't make you less of a woman if it's your husband that is handling the money. Yes, it doesn't mean that you are at his mercy. It just means that both of you already had a budget, like you said, and then you are both accountable.
Now, I'm the accountant for the other man.
Outside work.
But she is the accountant in the family.
Yes, so I keep the money.
Most times when I get my pay like that, I just give it to her and then we split it. And then sometimes
our money.
Just as soon as the money enters,
we divide.
We already divide
we already know.
This is for food. That is for you. Sometimes I just have like 20% of it to myself.
You are enjoying. I will spend the money on you. What am I taking care of? Because we are in this together. The truth is that the money eventually goes back to your stomach and to other savings that we are doing. So, like I said, have someone to handle the money, someone that is accountable, and somebody that is trusted. Not like both of you cannot handle the money. Like I already said, that know the person that does well with handling money and appoint that person to be the accountant of the family. Praise the name of the Lord. Another thing is that have a plan, like have a monthly plan. You can break it down to monthly plans. Yes, you have a yearly plan. At the beginning of the year, we had a financial plan, right? So, but every month, have what you need to achieve in that month. Yes. What do you need to do
it every month? Ensure that you have a quarterly plan. Yeah. So such that you are able to sit back at the end of the quarter and say, okay, have we been able to achieve this? If we haven't, let's move it this way and ensure that by so time we are able to achieve this. Especially when it has to do with money. Money could be, what's that word? Money could be erosive. So you have to be very firm handling money matters. So and that's why it's best to give it to give the person who is better handling it. You give that person. It doesn't make it less of yourself. It doesn't make it less spiritual. That somebody can handle money more than you does not mean you are less spiritual or you're blocked.
So I think you mentioned something before that we should be open about our earnings. Don't go and buy land without telling your husband. Where are you seeing that kind of thing? Say, don't do things like I don't know.
Surprise you.
Don't
You see.
No, but really, if it's not a surprise, there should be no surprises. If it's not meant to be a pleasant surprise,
the surprise should not be so surprising. Or else, if there's a negative surprise,
just like, did you remove all our savings to buy this thing? No, because like I said, if it's a pleasant surprise, it's fine. If it's a pleasant surprise, but like your partner should know about your money. Something and saying that, for instance, he just decides it's a birthday, decides that he wants to buy a land, buy a car. The background is that you should be open concerning your earnings and your dealings. Your monetary dealings. Don't go and borrow money and come and cover another somebody's daughter at home.
Borrow money.
Don't do beyond your means, right? Be open about your. Of course, all of us we are growing, we are making money, right? And we are trying to, succeed. Everybody's working towards success. So at every point, as we are growing, money will keep coming, we keep earning, we keep becoming bigger. So while at the level where you are, be very open. Don't go and marry somebody that you cannot discuss your. I don't know how people hide it to that. This is how much I'm earning with the person that's closest to you after Jesus Christ. I mean, so you shouldn't hold back information. Be transparent. As long as the person you are in love with or married to is a child of God, this person is on the same mindset with you. You mentioned it earlier. Be open. This is how much I'm earning. This is how much I would like us to invest and everything like that.
I know that there are some people who, when you want to, just as you said, when you want to discuss money matters, that's when you see the frown. And now that kind of,
because it feels like an attack.
Yes, it feels like an attack. Now that kind of attitude comes with even mostly with people who don't even have the money, who are not that financially. Yeah, so it's not even until you are rich. Even those that are not very, very financially stable, very financially well, they're supposed to even be the ones who are more open, but unfortunately they are not. They will still be, when you want to talk about money, okay, so how do we handle this money? And
don't accept to. If you're in courtship with somebody and the person, whenever you talk about finances, how are we going to handle? The person is like, let's trust. Let's move to the next page. Sister, brother, sit on the matter. Deal with it before you enter into marriage. I beg. And if you're already in marriage find out a time, which is the next thing I'm going to do. Monthly reviews and accountability roundtables. Have a point where you guys talk. The way you pay.
At least we do our hours yearly.
The way you spend that money. How did you do it? So have, even amongst yourself, have time to. Do you agree with that? Yes, have time to review your spendings. Have time to review your. I'm a very meticulous person. When it comes to even my money, I'm very critical of myself. I go the right. I would arrange how I spend it because
he has a lot of papers inside. A lot of papers in
it gives me satisfaction to know that I'm in control of. Maybe say it's like a man without control over his spirit. It's like a city without walls. No. So having my finances in place helps me to know that things are in shape. I don't know if you understand. Money, yes. If you are faithful, you too.
And I would also like to say that money, although money seems to be a basis upon which the economy of the world is ruled. So a whole lot of things will still be boiling down to money. So it's necessary for us to really bring that into consideration and understand that we are stewards of this money thing we are talking about. We are stewards of this finances. So if you can't handle money appropriately, now handling money doesn't mean okay, you have the money in your hand and all that. You can also make use of the gift you have. Okay, I have a gift of someone who can handle my money properly, then I give it to her. Invariably, I'm handling my money properly.
Because
so
that's the wise
it's
decision.
necessary for us to be stewards. Apostle Aruna made mention of this in one of his messages. You have to be a proper steward. That's when you will know that a man that is a proper steward of his finances, when 1 million drops in your account, it will make you start jumping up and down because you know that this money. There was someone sent me some money some time ago, and it was looking almost. I just told myself, I already know where this money is going to. So I wasn't overjoyed that money don't come and all that.
So have that mindset that we are
stewards of those
as a family, right?
Yes.
Anything that comes into the family, know that you both are stewards. You are answerable to God. Like we said in the last video, God is the one on top of the pyramid. Yes. So and we are just stewards. I think that's a very good point, which is one of the things I wrote that God first. Whatever we have, we're given, right? So we should give to God first and then handle it as if we received it from the king.
But I said something yesterday. He said what you have is not an achievement, it's a receivement.
It's a receivement. It was given to you by God, so that should also help you to handle money properly, right?
And it will also help you to humble yourself, no matter how much comes into your hand.
Yes. So another point, which is I think the second to the last point, is that practice gifting one another so that no one feels left out. You used to try. I was like, buy me Hollandia, where you are coming. Buy me this one. My husband.
Yeah,
anyway.
And I think we should also talk about the place of treating yourself to something.
And we already mentioned it now. That yes, pleasures like talk about it. Yes, so practice gifting one another so that nobody will feel left out. Without your money that you think is your money, spend it now. See the man that I'm taking care of. It's a manifest evidence of my financial prowess. See me too that he's taking care of. I'm a manifest.
You are a full manifestation. You understand?
So guys, do you know, practice gifting one another. It helps to grow your bond, whether even if from your own money, like from because we said that in the budget there will be a percentage that is for you, like a percentage for you. From that your own money, gift your partner. You know, I bought this for you. Just surprise them one way or the other. It also helps to bond yourself.
It might just be something as small as.
I think when we just married, he bought me this one 6 feet. I can't remember now. He bought me one very weird thing. It was coming from work. Maybe I can't remember now, but it was.
It's not even
okay, so guys, practice gifting one another so that nobody feels left out, right? It is our money. Do you get?
I want to ask a question. I don't know, it might be treated today, it might be treated at any other time. What's the place of, okay, you have your plans now and then you go to church today and they're told, okay, I want to give a seed of so amount, and then you still have to dig out of that your finance. Another Sunday comes again, you want to give. This is
and you are led to,
whether you are led or not, it will be infringing on your plans. So what do you do?
I think God overrules everything.
Because you know sometimes there are some places where you feel
and you and your wife should sit together in church now. So that as the Lord is leading you, like, babe, let's drop 500,000 naira. And the baby is like, the money for our next car. Don't drop this thing. No, but I think that's the point of knowing that God is the head. If you are led, this is very dicey. Lord, if you are led, no, not Lord, tell my wife. I think I read it in the scriptures. I can't remember that scripture that says that a woman that is not maybe unmarried that wants to give a vow should first tell her father. I think it's scriptures. But now that a woman is married,
and even the husband, it's even in the scriptures concerning the marriage too.
Yeah.
That if you,
and I feel like people should sit down to solve everything.
Settle the matter.
Don't go and be sitting in children's session.
If you have made the scriptures, if you have made a vow and your husband counters that vow, then
it's not a vow.
It's no longer a vow.
But what if I feel like when you're on the same page as regard giving, as regards giving to God, sowing seeds, it will be hard. And then it's a matter of trust, like you said. You've given many times. God does not owe any man, and we are not even giving to receive. As in, let me give God with transactional giving. No, that's not what we are giving. So you should be able to trust your husband, as long as the person is not a kind of spender that you are praying for. Just help my husband. If it's somebody that is coordinated, and the person is like, oh, God is big, God is leading me, you should even be excited that it's another opportunity to give to God. So if if you can immediately communicate it through a chat, or yes, maybe she's in children's church working for God, and you're in the business, and God is laying it in your heart that the entire 12 million in the account, you should move it to project account for church. Before you do that kind of thing,
the wife will be crying, oh God, please.
before you do that kind of thing, I think you should communicate it to your wife. Yes, to you, because like we said in the beginning, the effect is going to affect everybody. Yeah, so communicate. I think in that kind of
the amount
situation,
of sacrifices you are
making, and be ready for it. Yes,
So the sacrifice will not just be on you,
it will be on both of you. Okay, so I think we've tried. I want you guys to, the last video, many people dropped comments, but some people did not drop. If there's anything you think we did not say, please drop a comment. I hope this helps you in your financial journey as couples. And if you have questions that you want to you want us to answer, or you have an idea on the next conversation we've had about intimacy with God, we heard about money. If you have an idea on the next conversation we should ask, please drop a comment or send an email to me. I'll put the email in the description box. Please send the mail and we will answer you in the next video. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please subscribe if you have not done that at this point. Like the video, share with others, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye bye.